Good day. So when you think of stuff that you have to do in your own country, you know, America's got kind of most of it. I'm in Canada, so when you think of Canada, you know what you think of. Yeah, mostly that. Oftentimes you go to the States, you see different stores that we don't have up here, different restaurants that we don't have up here. It's kind of nice to get a variety. But there are a few things that Canada has that America does not have anymore. One of them is Toys R Us. I don't know if you can see it in the shadows. The sun is coming in from the east. But in Canada, the Toys R Us chain, when the American chain closed down, the truck going by, the Canadian operations actually did not close down. They were purchased by private investors and they carried on their business as normal. They changed hands, I think, once more after that behind the scenes, but they never changed the name and they never really ceased operations. I think there was 82 stores in Canada and all but one, I think 81 stores kept operating. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the world, namely the States, but also in the UK and I think New Zealand and pretty much everywhere in the States, back in 2018, Toys R Us went out of business. So all those locations in all those countries, as far as I know, they're gone. The stores are sometimes still there, you can still see where the name was, but they're not operating. But today in 2024 in Canada, Toys R Us are still a thing. So if they'll let me, we're gonna go inside and take a look at what a modern 2024 Toys R Us looks like. The other store, and I'm not sure if this was a thing in the States or not, that they kind of built onto the side of Toys R Us is Babies R Us, and that was all like baby strollers and baby clothes kind of thing. They were kind of trying to expand their product offering to be more of a, you know, for new parents and kind of thing. Offers more supplies and equipment, cribs and whatnot. I remember we were here shopping when our kids were little for a stroller or a crib or something like that here. The other thing that's just happened recently is that they're going to bring back a store called HMV. And I don't know if it's coming through in the glass, but the HMV shop, that was like a music, you know, record store, like CDs and stuff back in the day. They were often in the malls up here. I'm not sure where else they operated. But apparently the fellow that acquired the Toys R Us brand also acquired the HMV stores because they were going out of business about the same time as Toys R Us. So about a year afterwards, he acquired the HMV. And now in 2024, they're going to bring it back as a store within a store concept. So there should be inside here an HMV music section as part of the Toys R Us store now. Just sort of like the Babies R Us is sort of an offshoot, but in the same store. Same idea with HMV and the Toys R Us. So hopefully I'll go in there and show you guys what that's about. I don't know why this is bothering me now, but all the letters are uppercase except for the I. You know, backwards R is okay, but that I is, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Here it is, Toys R Us. This is something that's a bit different. They got into books, I guess. I don't remember this so much when I was a kid. I think they had some books. They actually had quite a bit of books. They have quite a large section of books in here. Of course, mostly geared for kids. That's pretty neat. Across the way there when we came in, they have a small board game selection and some puzzles. Nothing like super unique, you know, a lot of Monopolies and Battleship type things, or Risk and Game of Life and whatnot. All the classic stuff. You got the Playmobil stuff. I remember this stuff when I was a kid. These guys, you know these guys. They got the Lego kind of cup hands, but they were bigger, they were different. You couldn't build them, they were just straight up toys, but I remember having some of that stuff in kindergarten kind of stuff. So they got a big section of plushies, and then over on that side of the store they have like kids clothing. I think over in that half, that's the Babies R Us side. So you have to come into the main Toys R Us and then you have to walk over to the Babies R Us. I'll take a quick walk through and show you, but mostly just baby supplies. I guess this is mostly like preschool type toys. Oh, these old wooden puzzles, I remember these too. Here's what I was talking about before, the Babies R Us stuff. This is all like cribs and blankets and, well, some more plushies and stuff too. But they have a lot of car seats and strollers and things too. Like when I said supplies, this is kind of what I meant. Like they have like camera monitors and baby monitors and, you know, thermometer stuff. They have like little like bathing equipment, like you put the baby in the tub kind of thing to hold them up. That sort of thing. Pretty much everything you need. Little playpens here. That section over there looks like it's all clothing, like all jumpers and kids' clothes, and oh, they got some like play mat stuff too. Holy smokes, this one's fancy. It's like a playpen with a little bassinet thing and a change table all built in one. Ton of strollers and car seats too. Actually a really good selection of car seats and strollers. There's little collapsible, little portable guys. But they have much more substantial models too. Holy smokes, have these gotten expensive. My boys are too big for them, and that's probably good now. They even got little kids headphones, like hearing protection. You know, if you gotta take them to a game or somewhere loud. They have these little carrying packs. They got like the diaper bag backpacks. I want to say they have a lot more selection than when I was younger, when I needed that kind of thing. Ton of car seats though. Like quite a good selection. Oh, they got some crib mattresses on the end. The cribs themselves. Alright, so that's Babies R Us. Let's go back into the Toys R Us store and we'll see what else we got. See if we can trigger any old childhood memories. Everyone when they were a kid wanted one of these little electric Jeep things. I never got one. They got some wagons and stuff too. They got a lot of outdoor stuff. They always had a lot of bikes, and they still have quite a bit of bikes. They don't have like a lot of larger ones, it seems, but for the kids' bikes, they got quite a few. And of course, they got the outdoor, like little playhouse stuff, sandbox type stuff. Oh, I see Nerf guns over there too. So this section over here looks like it's more of the adolescent type toys, getting out of the baby stuff in the book section. Along with the books too, they have a lot of like the creative type stuff, like coloring books, Crayola stuff. They have a lot of these like moon sand looking stuff, like you can make molds and whatnot. Of course, Play-Doh. Play-Doh is a staple. Kinetic sand. I want to say they used to at one time, they had like art supplies a little bit too, but I don't see much of that right now. In the book section there might have been some. Well, they got some telescope stuff too. Oh wait, here's arts and crafts right here. Yeah. We're getting into more of what I was familiar with. We got some Hot Wheels stuff here. There's like fancier collectible stuff. Well, some of it anyways. Is this remote control stuff? Yes. Yeah, we got some remote control cars. Bumper cars. 20% off. Of course, you got your Nerf guns. Here's all their action figures. We got some Marvel stuff on this side. We got some Star Wars on this side. They still got some generic kind of brand stuff too. Huh. Bakugan is still in here. My kids were into that a little bit. Beyblades, wrestling figures. Over here they got a bunch of like, I guess you call these like the girl section, quote unquote, girl section. I don't think it really matters much anymore, but here it is. Some jewelry stuff. Whoa. Care Bears. I didn't know Care Bears were still like this. You got a Disney princess section here too. They just got traditional baby dolls too. Got quite a bit of this. Of course, the Barbie. You see the glowing pink from the end of the aisle. Here's all the Barbie section. This whole corner is just all Barbie. Barbie everything. Okay, here's this HMV store within a store concept over in this part of the store. So they got a pretty good selection of movies. They got Blu-rays, regular DVDs, CDs, and they also have some vinyl. And then they also get into some collectible figures. So they have some pop-o-funk kind of things. They had some signs, some printed signs that you could hang up just decoration. And then they also moved into graphic tees. So they had a lot of t-shirts, a lot of selection of those. I like the Cheetos one. Flamin' Hot. A bit of Godzilla there. A whole bunch of other stuff. A little bit more stuff than, oh, here's their vinyl selection over here. So there's quite a bit more selection than I thought there would be for what they, you know, for a toy store. Like back in the day, HMVs were wall-to-wall CD music. CDs over there. There's some more over here. But pretty good selection. Like it's not as much as maybe HMV back in the day. But for stores nowadays, this is way better than I thought I would see in a store. They also have quite a few books in here. Like this is more of the, like not the kids' books, but they got some manga. They got some regular adult type books too. And quite a bit of stuff in here actually. But this is all part of the HMV store within a store. This new Lego stuff that comes out with the flowers and the trees too. That's really neat. There's a bonsai tree too. But they have like smaller sets of flowers too. Like the cherry blossoms are kind of cool. So they also have a pretty good Lego section. So over here, I'll check it out next. This whole section in here, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, this was all video games and stuff. I was just talking to a staff member. They don't have any kind of video game. They've gotten completely out of the video game thing, but they have Lego. That is neat. These model sets that they make are really neat too. There's a Disney setup with a film camera. There's a DeLorean down there. This modern art though, a bit of a cop-out. I think I could probably even do that one. Bunch of Star Wars stuff. Get the Minecraft Lego, Harry Potter Lego, Creator Series stuff. They got a roller skate. It's kind of neat. They got a really good selection of the Lego stuff. Like a lot of licensed stuff, but they have a lot of just general creator stuff too. That's neat. That's like a little roller coaster sort of thing. It's like the Dreams series. That's a little bit weird. Cars. 1970 Ferrari. And then just a wall of Lego City stuff. I think that's going to about do it. I sort of walked through pretty much the entire store. A staff member came over. We talked for a little bit. She was kind of curious what I was doing, which I kind of expected. It's kind of weird seeing a guy talking to himself with the camera. But talked with her for a bit, and it was kind of interesting. She said that there are going to be some Toys R Us stores opening in the States. but only inside of Macy's. It's sort of a store within a store concept. So there are going to be some locations in the States that get a Toys R Us back. It is not the same company as the one that operates here in Canada, but it is going to operate under the brand of Toys R Us, and it's going to be inside Macy's stores. So if that's something that's in the pipelines, Google, I guess, in your local area and see if that's true. See if Macy's is going to host Toys R Us in the States again. The HMV section was kind of neat. I didn't expect the vinyl and the collectible stuff as much. It was a little bit larger than I thought. I thought it would just be like, oh, here's like a little tiny CD rack, you know, over in the one corner. But it was actually fairly extensive, and she said it's been well received, and that physical CDs and vinyl, Best Buys and Walmarts are getting out of them a lot. So there's not that many places left where you can actually buy physical CDs in a chain store like this. So for those of us that like to still collect the CDs and some people the vinyls, this is an option that wasn't there last year. This is brand new for this year. So thanks for watching. If you like the content, hit subscribe, hit like. It helps the channel out. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you have a Toys R Us in your area, or if you hope to get one in the Macy's. Well, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.